All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to my new page, Ordained Ministries. I'm Justin Brooks, and like it says in the title, we're going to be talking about no fat, right, and semen retention. If you hear any ringing sounds, that's these little two balls I got in my hand. It's called Chinese medicine balls, but for me, they help me like focus and stuff like that whenever I'm trying to get stuff done, keeping my hands and it keeps my mind, going a little bit. But so today we're going to be talking about semen retention and NoFap. For those who don't know, NoFap is a community where uh, guys and girls online they participate in no porn or masturbation, and semen retention adds a different level to it. Well, for men, they don't release or ejaculate any seminal fluid, right? So you're preserving your seminal fluid. And that's what I'm on right now. Like it says in the post, this is day 100 on my NoFap journey, and this is day 79 on my semen retention journey. I think it's 79. Yes, I started my NoFap journey. I started on and off years back, right? Up into my college days. I think it was my sophomore year of college. The first streak I ever did was like 60 days, and then I relapsed or whatever like that. And then the next one was 60 days again, or 65 days again, somewhere around there at the beginning of this year. So I started at the end of November, and then I went to like February, somewhere around that time this year, and relapsed. And then I finally got back on the ball April the 1st, and I made it all the way to July 10th. So I think that makes 100 days today. And then my semen retention journey started. That was the first time I ever done that, but it was, I started April the 19th. I think that's 79 days. Either 79 or 80 days, one of those two. But, so 100 days of NoFap and 79 days of semen retention. Well, haven't you seen the video yet? I've been trying to, I don't know, I kind of want to experience, more of what it was all about first. Because, I did it for 2 months, and I didn't really see the benefits that I thought I would want to see, or, experience the things I thought I would. So I thought I would prolong it to, and then make a video about, like, that whole journey. But I'm going to start, making videos, more often now. But I think it's just, I didn't feel comfortable talking on the camera, but now I feel more comfortable, telling my story, and more comfortable, being just out there in the public now. That's one of the things that this journey takes you on. Like, you become more magnetized, I would say, because when you're watching, pornography and explicit videos of women being degraded, it messes with your spirit, it messes with your mind, and whatever you're putting inside your mind reflects out into the world. So there's no secret that can be kept in the dark. All right, it's always going to come to light, whether it's through your actions, or through your thoughts, like your verbal thoughts, or verbal communications. Somebody can feel it. Somebody can feel that energy, because it's a wicked energy, and people who are on a higher frequency can feel that energy. And so, if you're trying to get ahead in life and you're trying to get on a different level, you need to wipe that out of your mind so you can have a clearer spirit. That's my belief on it. But yeah, so now I'm gonna start, making more videos on this, and hopefully you guys can tune in. And hopefully you guys can, leave comments, remarks. I would like to talk to a lot of people about it. But it was something I've been going through for a while. I probably started this journey, not this journey, but this addiction to pornography, when I was young. Like, everybody starts when they're young. Most people, like the generation I am in right now, and the generations coming up, we have been the one that's been trapped because of the internet age and the easy access to pornography and adult content. The accessibility of it has been out through the roof. Little children, everybody has phones. unless you have a block, like a thing where you can block the sites or anything. Anybody can type it in a website they heard from their friend or something like that, and then go into the bathroom and do what they got to do. But I probably first started watching pornography when I was maybe 12 years old, and from there on, just like everybody else, it's been from 12 until whenever they decided to stop, or whenever they got a girlfriend, they took a break from it, or whatever like that. But it's been kind of constant for at least 12 years now, because I'm 24, about to turn 25. So that's a long time. Having your mind introduced to that kind of content from that age all the way up to now. They say men's brain isn't fully developed until they're around 25. So you're stuffing your mind with all that content and with all that dopamine and releasing your fluids from a young age before you even mature enough to even start creating it yet. So you not knowingly we're just releasing that fluid, and it makes us weak as men, and then which then makes the nation weak, as a whole. If the men, I saw a quote, I forgot who posted it. It said, if you want to wage war on men or wage war on a nation, the best way to do it is to introduce how did they say it? Introduce something along the lines of introduce adult content to the youth, and introduce adultery to the youth and make them addicted to it or something like that, and then you'll win the war. I forgot who said it. I saw it on another NoFap video, but that was a great quote, because once you have men chasing women and being adulterous and not focus on a purpose and not focus on a plan, then the whole thing is going to fall and the whole thing is going to rip apart. Yeah, man. But like I said, this is day 100, so I'm just going to explain a little bit of the experience, and I'm not going to hold up your time for too long. But like I said, my name is Justin. This is my day 100, and the things I want to talk about is, like it says, is benefits, urges, and attraction. And the first thing we're going to start off with is the urges. All right. Most people describe how I describe an urge is I will be sitting there. I'm always sitting down somewhere. So I'm kind of figuring out, like, once you lay down, you go down, right? You got to always be doing something, right? Because if you don't do anything to move that energy, because it's all energy. Sexual energy, as they say, is a creative energy. And if you don't use it, it wants to, manifest in other ways. It wants to be released, all right? You have a whole bunch of energy that the Creator blessed you with, and it must be released. And what I found is that when you don't, and others said it as well, but I experienced it. When you don't use that energy, and when you don't use it in a creative way or in a way that's more positive, in an active way, you feel a strong urge to release. And that urge that comes is through, I want to watch porn, or I want to have sex, or something like that. So I would explain the urges. I'll be sitting there, and then I can feel like a rush in my veins, or like it's energy that you can't control. Like it's like a rush of whatever it is. I don't know what chemical compounds it is. I don't know what it is, but I can feel it in my veins, all through my legs, all through my body. Erections happen, and you just have a deep urge. It's like somebody's tying you down inside of your body, and it's just an urge to want to grab your phone and look at a porn website, or hit up a girl that you knew before, or actually talking to, and hit them up and try to go have sex with them or whatever like that. But that's what it makes you want to do, is that type of feeling, and that feeling can be very tempting if you don't know how to control it. And I feel that a big reason why I was into porn or something like that, one of the reasons why I kept doing it, was because it was escape. It's just like any other drug, marijuana, drinking, anything you do that releases all that dopamine. You're doing it as an escape, right? You're doing it because you're fearful or something, you're anxious, or you're bored. You're trying to escape reality and get into this fantasy, and that's not really a reality, because you're looking at it on the screen. Even if you're doing it with a real person, you're escaping your problems by going to release your semen, or take it out on something else without facing the problem first. So the more you do either of the two, you're deepening that whatever it is that's causing you to want to escape is becoming more embedded against you because you're fearing it and you're not taking it head on. So that's my thoughts on that. So an urge is basically, it comes because it's gonna come regardless. But the more powerful it is based on your activities before it happened. If you're not continuously working on yourself, you're not continuously striving to be the best you can be and using that energy in a creative way and doing for yourself, it's gonna manifest into this urge that just wants to release, and this urge that just wants to masturbate and have sex with girls and do all this other stuff. That's what it is. So if you can find a certain thing you can do to stop these things from happening, what I do is I work on my music, I read a book, I exercise. What else do I do? Those are the main things. Cause that's the stuff I want to work on. I want to work on my music. I want to be a great musician. I want to continue teaching music and stuff like that. So I want to be the best musician I can be, a well-rounded musician I can be. So working on things that you want to become better at, it always helps. Reading, the more knowledge you have, the more power you have in the long run. What else? I work out. Working out is a good way to move that energy around, to release that tenseness, because it's a tenseness that happens when you feel the urge. So those are some things I do to help move that energy. And I find when I don't do it, or when I drift per se, when I'm lazy, that it always comes. And you got to get yourself out of it. I've been tempted, but I haven't been that tempted to go back and look at porn or anything like that. But yeah, that's happened plenty of times. And I wouldn't say like I've been 100 days that I haven't seen any adult content. On the web, they got Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. You're always gonna see some type of explicit things, but like I'm not like there like looking at it. Oh, I gotta masturbate to this girl because she's beautiful or something like that. That I haven't done that. So I would say everybody's gonna see some type of nudity somewhere because you're scrolling on Instagram or something like that. It always pops up. But as long as I engage with it, I think you're fine. One of the benefits, I would say the main benefit that helps me the most is improved focus, right? And it only happens. It's not like I just have focus and I just want to go all day. It's willpower, but I only feel it when I choose to engage. Like I can be sitting on the couch. Now, if I sit on the couch and do nothing, I feel like I'm a regular guy. They say when you get on NoFap, you get superpowers in a way. I don't want to say it's superpowers. It just gives you extra push, extra willpower, because you have more of that energy built up, and you can use more. You can activate more. But focus. If I'm sitting on the chair and I'm being lazy or something like that, and I'm not like doing anything with it, I feel like a bum. I don't feel my best, even though I've been 100 days without masturbating or anything like that. I don't feel my best. I only feel my best, and I only feel engaged when I choose to engage it. Like when I choose to focus, when I choose to study, when I choose to do that. So it's always a choice involved. And as the saying goes, where your energy goes, your energy flows. If your energy is going to being lazy, you're gonna have lazy energy. If your energy goes to being focused and being proactive, you're gonna have proactive energy. Like those things are gonna happen to you. So that's the main thing that helps me, because I get a lot more done. I feel better when I get a lot more done, and it benefits me all over. If we can all just get better every day at the thing we wanna get better at, then ultimately, a year down the line, 5 years down the line, we're gonna look back and be like, yeah, I'm glad I made that decision. So just it's all about the baby steps. As long as you're pushing, inch by inch every day, you're gonna get there. And that drive behind you helps you get there if you choose to make the decision to go in that path. So the benefits is that focus. Another benefit is there's a certain level of confidence you get in a way, because they say the biggest self-esteem booster is that of accomplishment. When you accomplish things, when you accomplish a certain amount of things that you set out to accomplish, once you do that, your self-esteem builds up. And the more, like, I have to-do lists. I've been, I've been kind of lazy about it. That's why I'm figuring out, like, the more lazy I am, the more those urges come. So when I have like a to-do list, and I check those things off that to-do list that I have to do that day, even if it's, 4 or 5 things, I feel like I accomplished. I feel like I've done good, and I smile when I go to bed. I feel good the next morning. All right. When I don't do that, you can't look people in the eye, because like you feel like you're not doing the best you can be, and they know that, right? I think people have a sense of who is choosing to be their best based on like their energy, and you're putting that energy out. Like you are your judge in a way. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's no other judge but you. When you judge yourself, others judge you because you judge yourself. And now you're judging yourself because you haven't accomplished anything, and you know you can't accomplish anything. You know you can accomplish anything, but you choose not to. If that makes sense. So yeah, like, that confidence comes from accomplishing things, and that confidence comes from doing things you love, and getting better at it, and having fun doing it, being passionate about some things. So that's another benefit, is confidence. The last thing I'll talk about is that attraction, and that kind of like that feeds into the confidence type of thing. I would say people that are on a higher frequency, who's more developed in their life, and like knows what they've been doing, and been go-getters for a while, they will respect you more. Like I said, there's no secrets. There's no secret. People know when something's up, when somebody is perverted in a way, because you do it subconsciously. You look, or like you're always looking, you're always like not focused, and you always like, I don't know, things you say kind of hint at it. So it's kind of like they kind of know that the type of person you are just by being around you, and just by feeling your energy, and just by talking to you. And once you've put those things aside, you develop different habits subconsciously, and I think they feed it off of you. So I think it's a natural thing that happens. It's not some like woo woo wah wah, like some magic. I don't think it's any magic stuff. It's just natural, natural processes. Like, it's stuff that you're showing them, and they respond based on what you're showing them, right? So I feel like attractive, not just female attraction. I mean, I feel more confident, so females feel more accepting in a way. They feel more. They feel like they can talk to me more, like that. They can engage with me because I'm more comfortable with myself, and I'm more comfortable with myself, and more confident in myself. So that female attraction is something that you create yourself. I feel. I've experienced some girls, come by and like, but it happens. It happens to me anyway. So, but the more confident I am, the more it happens in a way. You see what I'm saying? And then the other attraction, just random people, not just females, like other men and old people, all that kind of stuff. It's because you feel more, you feel good about yourself, and it's a clean energy. There's no pervertedness in your spirit, and that's the big thing. Once you clean that energy, good energy flows to you. Like, people respond to you better. You can handle things better, even if people are rude to you, even if people are like demeaning towards you, like. That semen retention, holding in that energy, holding your masculinity, like, puts a shield on your skin. Like you can take more pressure, if you know what I mean. So that I hope that makes sense to you. Like I said, this is day 100 for me. I'm trying to go for a whole year, hopefully, and then beyond. I'm not sure where I'm gonna go after that, but I'm gonna see how long I can milk this thing. But if you like the video, just let me know. Comment some things, and maybe ask me some things that you would want me to talk about. But until next time, yeah, man. I'm Justin, and I'm out.